All right, let's try Cachalot here. I am genuinely curious to try the ship a little more. 27 submarines in queue. Is that all? Sheesh. Mountain, a typical American fleet boat was 20 knots on the surface and 10 knots submerged. Some of the Gattos and Balaos could make like 22, 23 on the surface. But certainly once the longer they were on patrol and once the hulls got more fouled, you didn't get that kind of speed. If memory serves, they learned to clean the hulls better more regularly than they did with the surface ships. Because for the subs, every single knot made a big difference, right? Michael, I'd love to see a Type 21 in this game, right? There's so many interesting places they can go with subs as a tech tree. But the key is, and this is what has been, they've been taking their sweet time with it, is you got to get the mechanics right. Mechanically, right now, they feel better and easier to use than they once did, but they also feel less impactful. I will say that in games without carriers, or I'm actually genuinely curious if I could get a game without a carrier. It would be nice to get a game without a carrier, just to see what a difference it makes. I would also love to get a game like once the destroyers are gone, and we kind of had this last game, right? Like once the destroyers are gone, I won't say you're invulnerable because that's not true, but you can be a little more aggressive. Subs to me feel like a mid to late game unit. You spend your energy early making sure you don't get dead, and then in the late game you can be more impactful, like a destroyer this way, right?
You're crazy.
Cyber.
Bitch, you're dead.
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. In the sense of you're harder to spot. You've got torpedoes, right? So you play very destroyer-y in that regard. Okay, so no carrier in this game. 3 destroyers, 3 subs. Feels reasonable for the moment. Lots of bots. Oh my god. Hordes of bots. Woof. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Blind Faith, we're gonna go play a light cruiser next game and find out. Because I don't know. I know that, like, originally some of the light cruisers were supposed to have it. Like Dallas, they were talking about, I think. Oh, the U-boat is also much less detectable on the surface. By air. That's actually noteworthy. In this game, it won't matter. But in a game with a carrier, the carrier driving a U-boat, you're much harder to spot with planes. That's actually really interesting. Oh, left turn. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. So the ASW planes are a thing now, aren't they, Edge Case? Are those live on the server? I don't like being in the middle of the board. Let's not be in the middle of the board. Okay, I'm willing to bet you they don't, Edge, because I know one of the concerns about the ASW aircraft was it was yet another way for destroyers to get spotted. So I don't know if they do or not. We'll have to see. They cannot spot unless my AA goes off. That makes sense. They're gorgeous. Man, these boats are so pretty to look at. We like to rag on Wargaming devs, right? As a community, we all like to rag on the Wargaming devs a little bit. But let's be honest, guys. You can rag on the devs, but the art department needs to be bought like a collective case of beer, right? Or like we need to send them all a bunch of kegs because they have been crushing it for years. This game is bloody gorgeous and has been like from minute 1, and it's just only gotten better. Yeah, I agree with you, Freezer. 100%. Do you see what I'm... So, one of the things I'm feeling... Subs feel a little defensive, right? Right now, it feels like a really, 30 seconds of no dive capacity. Oh, does it really? Oh, this is different than the German one. The German one was a crash dive. The American one is a reserve battery. That's actually really interesting. Okay.
Jurassic Park.
Stupid island. I'm gonna hit him with the sonar just in time for him to go behind the island and lose him. Let's get some torps on this Iron Duke. Although, as I come around the corner, this U-69 is gonna see me. Actually, no, he won't. He's submerged. He can't see me. Or I guess he can. Ooh, big hits. Big hits.
Torpedoes to port.
Two stern tubes. I'm gonna try and get him around here. Okay. Okay. I'm in. Oh, that's actually really bad. This HEA is right here. Oh, that Murmansk is still around. Why did you not surface? Why did you not go down, dude? Come on. Team has not done a very good job here, have they? It's just me and these beat up guys over this direction. I like this reserve battery ability. This is kind of cool. Whoa. There's a Hatsu up here? How was there a destroyer up here that... Oh, it was a destroyer that was chasing me. I missed that completely. Well done. Well done. You know, I didn't check that, Vladeshi. I should have. I got run down by a Hatsu. That was actually really cool. That was actually really cool. I will say one thing, you know, one of the things that I think we probably haven't acknowledged just yet, right? Destroyers just continue to get, like, more and more important, right? Like, it's becoming harder and harder for submarines. You know, the planes will wreck you, the destroyers will wreck you. What does that leave? I mean, I guess even battleships and some of the cruisers that I couldn't even see, MTN. I couldn't even see them. Apparently, I've got a consumable that I have to press that turns on my hydrophones. What they don't, where they're headed, where they seem to be headed with this is, they don't want submarines to have like perfect spotting while submerged. So once you're submerged, you only have a consumable for a little while that you can see what's going on around you. I didn't realize there was a destroyer chasing me. Otherwise, I would have put it up. But yeah, so there you go. That's important. So 4BF, he knows that I'm in the area. He doesn't know where I am, but he knows that I'm nearby. So what does he do? He chucks depth charges down. It's the same way I sunk a sub in the earlier game when I was playing the Visteris, right? I knew he was around, so what did I do? I just throw depth charges. The destroyer depth charges recharge quickly enough that I feel like you can do, like, you can just kind of throw them out speculatively. Like, yeah, I think he's probably around here. Chuck him, right? Bruce, at the moment, it's interesting. I mean, the game's over. Like, we've lost this game. I'm not gonna... Won't reel surface ships like normal. It don't appear spotted. It appears as a gray outline. Yeah, but you know he's there, right? Okay. See, I didn't even realize... I wasn't even paying attention to the mini-map to realize there was a destroyer in the cap with me. I thought there had been a U-69 back over there. I thought that's who was in the cap with me, but it wasn't. Exactly, Kairoan. If you remember in the earlier test of depth charges, you always knew where the submarine was. It was like cheating. But now you don't. Once he goes deep enough, you have to guess. As it should be. So I like that change a lot. But the consumable, the depth charge consumable reloads quickly enough that it's not punitive, right? You can just kind of sail around where you think he might be and blanket the area, and you might get lucky, or he might sneak away. Just like it should be, right? So I like that.